Face front, true believers! This is Modular Mania's No Prize Podcast. I'm your host, Boingo Writer, and with me, as always, in the bullpen.
Representing the murky and the mouthy competition, the Vacuuminator is here, having popped his goddamn earbuds out of his head again.
Good job. We're proud of you.
I'm great at this, everybody. I'm a professional YouTuber. I make the big bucks by waving plastic action figures at the camera. Look at me.
I mean, it worked for that one guy doing the Marvel DC parody show.
Oh yeah, whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know. He was just some random guy.
Yeah, I hope he's doing okay.
That's literally his YouTube name, by the way, people. I'm not dismissing
it. Yeah, I hope he's getting up to good things in life now.
Yeah.
But no, SDCC, Bob, and Deadpool are really good. I love that I got Deadpool into this pose. He hasn't left it in 2 days.
Nice. But hey, you know what's also good?
What?
Emperor Stark. He's done a lot of good for us, right?
Oh yeah, I love Emperor Stark. He's just the best. You know, I loved it when he enslaved everybody and put us in work camps. It was so good.
I mean, hey, the purple mood lighting, perfect.
Yeah, the guy he really knows how to set a vibe.
Yeah. And dear God, those giant death robots just gathering everyone up.
Okay, was it just me, or did you see those and immediately go, oh, is that where Jerry Duggan got the idea?
Possibly. Hey, everybody, we're talking about Earth's Mightiest Heroes, episode Emperor Stark.
Yeah, this is a fun kind of one-off episode in the middle of the season that has a fun, almost Twilight Zone-y comic setup to it, and does a pretty decent job of adapting a classic Avengers story.
Oh yeah, classic, give or take.
Yeah, because the story is adapting is Emperor Doom, where Doom basically goes, hey, everything would be way better if I was in charge. Purple Man, make it so I'm in charge. And it's no, Purple Man is actually the villain. Purple Man has agency as a character, and he does it to Tony.
But Purple Man getting dunked on in Emperor Doom is funny.
Yeah, it is. Purple Man is one of those characters where even, like, I love him as a big Machiavellian problem for superheroes, but I also love him as a total dweeb who just gets dunked on. He's great no matter what era he's in.
Oh, yeah. But this also isn't, I would say, just an episode taking off Emperor Doom. There are, I would say, hints of Civil War.
Hints of Civil War, it's kind of like a callback and a coda to all the problems Tony's been having this season of wanting to make the world a better place, but not knowing how to do that without manhandling everybody.
Yeah, like, you say this is a one-shot. It's a one-shot in that this episode is self-contained and none of the other plot details are, like, impacting it really. But it is very focused on the character of Tony and how everything has been progressing. And it really is just, like, a moment to sit down and go, like, how is Tony feeling right now?
Is Tony okay?
Answer, no.
Tony's never okay. That's the thing about Tony. He's always upset about something.
And there is also a little bit of 28 Days Later Walking Dead vibes when Vision first wakes up.
Yeah, that was such a well executed setup. I thought really made me feel like I was watching an episode of like the Twilight Zone or Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, it. If you know the classic story of Emperor Doom, it's hey. One guy goes like, hey, this is kind of fucked up, and starts waking everyone else up.
Mm-hmm. And it's I don't remember who's in that position in the original comic.
Wonder Man.
I know it's okay. And I was like, I know it's not Vision, and of course they can't do Wonder Man because he's not a hero yet in this show. But doing it with Vision felt pretty appropriate. It was a good way to introduce him as a main member of the team, and it allowed us a bit of a better window into everyone else. This isn't just a Tony episode. This is also a really solid Captain America episode. Thor gets a couple good moments, and so
Hawkeye
does Miss
gets a
Marvel.
solid moment.
Yeah, it's a good outing for just about everybody, including our villain of the week, the Purple Man, who is voiced by Brent Spiner, which I literally had one of those, no, is that fucking guy? And I Googled it and I was like, shit, it is that fucking guy. He's doing a great job here.
What other
And
roles has he been in?
he's Data from Star Trek.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. And literally I am at a point now because I just watched this episode for the first time earlier today. I can't decide if I like him or David Tennant as the Purple Man better. That's how much I like his performance in this.
Here's the thing: they're playing two completely different Purple Men that I think it's hard to compare them.
Because fucking David Tennant's doing like the desperate, controlling Mr. Rapey version of the Purple Man, whereas this is the pseudo Machiavellian, self assured, no, the evil was in you all along, Purple Man. And they're both solid versions.
Yeah, it's just the David Tennant version is much more a realistic depiction of abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Because I genuinely don't think that Purple Man, David Tennant's Purple Man, realizes how much of a villain he was being. It's just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, no, this is what you need to do. You need to love me, and if you
Mm-hmm.
don't love me, you're wrong. You're evil, kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, and there's also they get a lot deeper into his character in that show due to the fact that it is mainly a character piece for him and Jessica, and like there's all kinds of stuff about like actually he was abused and that's part of how he became who he was, and all this interesting interconnected stuff. We should talk about Jessica Jones sometime, but
But no, this
right
is
now we're talking
classic
about
old
this.
school goofy ass Purple Man.
Yeah, he's even wearing like the old school New York businessman double-breasted suit, which I
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
love.
But it's like good. It's solid. It was fucking hilarious because we are right in the middle of Iron Sentinels, and it's just, oh, Iron Man
Hmm.
Sentinels, cool.
Yeah, like oh yeah, that's the normalest thing in the world, but also it's not.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
I
And I
mean,
and I like the
it
go
makes
ahead.
total sense that like they go like, oh, we have this one classic giant robot thing, and we also have this dude who wears a classic robot suit. What if we push them together?
It's called peanut butter and jelly, folks. It works really well. You should look it up. But I also really like the sort of coda at the end of this here, where it's very much a solidification of what Cap and Shellhead's relationship is, where Tony's on the roof of the mansion going like, "Man, I did all that and I can fix it, but it's going to take a long time to truly repair the damage, and how can anybody trust me again? I'm such a shithead. I fuck up all the time. I'm a terrible person." And he's like, "No," or Cap's like, "No, you're not a terrible person. You just make mistakes. But I believe in you because I believe in everybody because I'm Captain America, and if I don't believe in people, then who's going to? So you can get come back from this, Tony. Don't
Yeah,
worry." It's like, yeah, that's exactly how I like these characters interacting as like the gayest motherfuckers alive.
and I also can't help but wonder. But at this point in time, they probably knew we're only getting 2 seasons.
Yeah.
How would this have worked better if it was a two-parter?
Mm. Yeah. Where it's like you actually get a full first part of living in this world before anybody gets woken up.
Because remember, in Emperor Doom, Wonder Man, like, for a moment goes like, there's no war, there's no hunger, there's no homelessness. What if this is right? What if I should just give up? There
Yeah,
is a moment like that. And what if Vision had that would be so fascinating of, I wanted to do good, and good is being done. Should I fight this, you know?
would be interesting to see. Would be interesting to see.
But that's an alternate universe where the show didn't get canceled for a sitcom.
Yeah, that's a timeline I'd love to poke my head into sometime.
Yeah. We'll
Kind of
we'll
like
ask
we were.
Sal for his alternate dimension portal.
Yeah, when he finally comes on the podcast, eventually, probably.
Nah, he won't.
He's not coming on the podcast.
But good episode, solid episode.
I just had a terrible thought. Wouldn't
What?
it be the funniest fucking thing if that was like our Christmas special? It's just we finally got Sal on.
Oh,
Sal's here for the Christmas modular components.
Jesus Christ.
Oh fuck.
Uh, anything else we want to say about this episode?
Uh nope, just solid performances all around and a really tight script.
Yeah. But we got some. Are you not gonna change? We got some news, so give me just a moment. And
Yeah.
I'll get some links up and going.
Light smattering of news across the board this week. We got a little bit about the ongoing Hollywood bullshit. Got a little bit of comics news. Got a little bit of toy news, but nothing super heavy
Yeah.
in any department because it's the week after Toy Fair and we're heading into the holiday season, so not a whole lot to promote at the moment. But one thing I do want to promote is Modular Media. Hey, if you're watching this podcast, I assume you like what we do. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell in order to enable notifications. Follow us on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Tumblr. And be sure to just continue supporting us in the algorithm and sharing around the links and spreading the word and all that good stuff. Make sure this channel doesn't die.
But big things have been happening. Writers have not yet fully voted on their thing, as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
SAG is still in negotiations, last I heard. Hello, eyebrows.
Hey, what's up, eyebrows?
We're talking some union news because the VFX workers at Disney have voted unanimously to unionize.
Yeah, so now they just gotta like drop documents and get into negotiations and ratify that shit.
Yep. The writers' strike has they have ended temporarily till they vote in the new rules, which then it's just like permanent. It's just like, okay, our strike is up. SAG is still striking. SAG is in negotiations, which is
and it's
actors.
because of SAG still striking that we're not talking about Loki this week, because they're the strikers who specifically asked that content creators refrain from covering current media during the strike.
Again, partially because they were not being compensated well enough for that kind of promotion in general, and if we promoted that kind of stuff and we promoted material in a contemporary way, it would be crossing the picket line.
Yeah. So right now, no Loki. We still can't finish Secret Invasion or My Adventures with Superman, but we can talk about EMH. We can talk about the news. We can talk about the comics. The show can go on.
Yes. But VFX workers have voted unanimously to unionize, and also considering the recent reinstatement of that one doctrine by the Biden administration, they're pretty much real damn close to just being a union or being part of whatever union they decide to join.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Disney and Marvel VFX workers voted to unionize VFX artists. Mark Patch says they're organizing more studios with in-house VFX workers to vote to unionize. The hope is to try and set an industry standard contract for all work.
So yeah, this isn't going to be limited to just Marvel and Disney, where it has been the worst levels of abuse, but it is going to hopefully spread out to every other corner of the major studios.
Yep, and it's a good thing trying to help lift other people and not just be by themselves, because that is realistically a major problem with American unionization, because it became less widespread and it became much more business oriented. By that I mean it's not coffee workers union, it's Starbucks union.
Yeah.
So like they're not like, and I don't blame them, the people like that working in that way, but working under a large trade is better than working under a business union, and working together as multiple trades is better than just one trade.
Definitely.
So yeah, there's that. But that's also why the WAG and SAG were working together so much, because they realized working together is better than not.
Yeah. Also, we are glad to be your background noise, eyebrows.
Uh, Fucking kick that HTML ass. Disney Plus says they may limit or terminate people's access to the service if they have committed password sharing once the rules against it are put in place.
Yeah, this is not optimal.
No.
What I'm basically interpreting this as is if you are caught password sharing, which I'm still not even sure exactly how they track that stuff. I think it has something to do with your IP address because I gather the way this would work is if you are caught doing it, the IP addresses you do it with will be blocked from having a subscription to the service for the foreseeable future, which is kind of scummy and terrible. It really comes off like you're just shooting yourself in the foot here
It
because you
also
could.
comes off as a here's the thing. How many of those people who are okay, say you want to eliminate password sharing, all the people who have shared passwords aren't going to sign up for your service.
I mean that.
That's what they're trying to cut down on, eyebrows,
Yeah, exactly.
which is bullshit.
I mean, if you're using the same internet as them, it would probably be fine. But like, if you're using your parents who live across the country, then you're kind of screwed. They're gonna shut this down for anybody who's sharing the service outside of their own home.
Yeah, it's suboptimal, probably not going to work the way they want it to work.
Hmm.
And
May lead to some of the people on this very channel stopping using the service.
UFC is going to get even less money. Oh, they just bought WWE, so
Oh,
remember that happened.
yeah.
Netflix is reportedly raising subscription prices again after the actor strikes. And fuck you, Netflix.
Netflix, what a fucking horrible story Netflix as a company has turned out to be. From like this underground, like, oh, revolutionizing the way we watch media, to literally the most hated thing about modern media. I don't know a single person who likes Netflix anymore, and largely they're responsible for creating the media landscape we currently exist in, and a lot of people begrudge. I mean, it's only in the last couple of years we've seen it gone from, oh, streaming services are so much more convenient, cut the cord, to there's too many fucking streaming services and they're all putting out crap and screwing us all over, and Netflix is right at the center of it. They could
Yep.
be an industry gold standard and a leader, and instead they're just constantly dredging up crap.
Well, I hate to bring up Sal again, but Sal did just recently interview a Writers Guild person just to kind of get a lay of the land of how everything went down with the strike and everything. And
Mhm.
she brought up some interesting points of like, yeah, these places are starting to go quantities and everything, and are working on smaller number of projects that are of higher quality
Hmm.
and that kind of thing. And basically pointing out, it's like, yeah, subscriptions are kind of the new cable package. And so long as the people making the content are being paid the same way as they were during the cable heyday, it's not the worst thing in the world.
That's true, but we're in the awkward and annoying process of adjusting to all that, I think.
Yeah. I definitely think we're gonna see more bundles. We're gonna see certain groups like work together to go like, hey, you can get all of Amazon Prime and Netflix for low cost of $15 a month. You
Hmm.
know, Disney Plus is already doing it. You get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. So,
Yep, I got that. So we'll see how long that fucking lasts.
but like, you can the changes are already on the horizon.
I've even heard rumors about bringing a little more wrestling into things again. Friggin' all of AEW's library is supposed to get it put onto HBO Max at some point next year.
Oh yeah, and AEW is also having a row with WB Discovery.
Hmm.
Disney bundle, yeah. Star Wars comics news. We got some Life Day covers.
Yeah, this is just kind of like a fun thing they're doing. They're not doing a Life Day special, but all of the current Marvel Star Wars comics are getting Life Day variant covers next month, which I just thought was funny enough to get on to here. I actually like how most of them turned out, except for the episode one, something about the way they drew Shmi. She just looks weirdly sinister. Um,
Drink your milk.
yeah, but like I love that somebody put B. Arthur's character on a cover.
That's not B.
I,
Arthur's character.
that's not B. Arthur. Who is that?
No, she was the one going whisk, whisk, whisk.
Hmm.
B. Arthur was the one running the bar.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, whoever this is, I love that this weird ass character made it onto a cover. The Chrysanthemum one actually made me chuckle a little just because it's such a wonderful juxtaposition of that character in a Life Day robe. Um, and yeah, it's just it's a solid, fun little thing they're doing for people who are into that kind of kitschy throwback.
Is Disney confirming that the holiday special happened in continuity?
I am, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I am legitimately one of those people who every year holds out just a little hope that Disney will put the holiday special on Disney Plus.
Here's the thing: they could put it on Disney Plus and go like the infamous holiday special.
Hmm.
It was not liked. Here it is. See for yourself. Like that's all they have to do. They don't have to say like, "Oh, it's great and wonderful and amazing." No.
I mean, really, they want to shut people up about the prices going up and about cracking down on password sharing. All they got to do is put the original cuts of the original trilogy and the holiday special on the site on the same day.
Oh yeah. Is all of the classic Star Wars TV shows on there? Droids, the Ewoks.
I don't know if the animated shows are, but I know the two Ewok movies are on there.
Hmm. Hey, guess what? Wonder Woman's daughter Trinity getting her own book next year.
Yep, they're doing a 48-page one-shot about Trinity, presumably set in the same future we saw her in that short story in Wonder Woman number 800, which is going to be written by King and drawn by Sempie. So this is going to be a definitive part of the run. It's just going to be a special one-off issue and will hopefully give us a better insight into the character because
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people considered that short story to be a brief glimpse that was somewhat abrasive. So this is potentially a second chance for King to win more people over on the character. I'm still sort of indifferent towards the concept, but hopefully this turns out well when it drops in January of next year.
Yeah. Uh, is she named after the friendship between her, Superman, and Bruce?
They never explicitly say so, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it
Because
is.
that's what they're always called. They're called the Trinity.
Hmm. By the way, did you see that for a recent issue of Wonder Woman, Jim Lee completed his Trinity cover set that he's been doling out over like the last 20 years?
No.
Because he has those famous covers of Batman and Superman like looking at each other with their capes sort of billowing to the side,
Mm-hmm.
and he made a Wonder Woman one that goes in the middle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I saw that on Tumblr this afternoon. I thought that was awesome.
Send me a link real quick and we'll show it off.
Let me see if I can find
Actually,
that
hold on. I could
again.
just probably Google that.
Yeah.
Jim Lee Trinity cover. Boop. Go to Google's. Oh, okay. Is it? Yeah, it's this one.
Yep, that's it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I think that Batman cover is from Hush, so it's pretty old now. I don't remember what the Superman cover is, but like clearly this has been something he's been slowly working at for a long time. And I love it when big name artists do that. Like Alex Ross has some covers that he's made sequels to years later.
Yeah, he's well known for that kind of stuff because he likes to reuse motifs and everything. I just want bigger photo, please and thank you. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's a poster DC can sell now.
Yeah, that's cool. Good job, Jim Lee.
Yeah.
Like you need
Jim
us to
Lee.
tell you you're a good artist.
Jim Lee, comics is cool grandpa.
Hey, yeah,
Hey,
everyone, comics' neat uncle that has a lot of cars that he's working on in the garage. Sean Gordon Murphy, is working on the Zorro book.
yeah, so I think he teased this back in the spring, but just the other day he launched an official Kickstarter for Zorro Man of the Dead, which is going to be a Zorro story set in the modern day about a guy who starts thinking that he's a reincarnation of Zorro after his parents die. This thing funded in under 30 minutes. This is happening.
I mean, it's Sean Gordon Murphy, who is a really beloved Batman writer at this point with his White Knight universe.
Hmm.
And Zorro, classic comic character. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and apparently he's got a bunch of like big name artists involved in doing variant covers for him, like Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti, Walt Simonson. Uh,
Ooh, a Walt cover, hell yeah.
yeah, there's a whole list of names in this article you can find, but
Let's
this is going to be coming out at some point next year, and I'm not the biggest Zorro fan in the world, but I love Sean Gordon Murphy's art style, so I'm definitely interested in it.
oh yeah. I wonder if he like I don't want to say it is a companion piece to White Knight, but I wonder how it'll feel next to White Knight.
Hmm.
Considering
I
like
mean,
Batman is our contemporary of Zorro,
yeah,
and
and
that's
it's
like
also the first big thing he's done since White Knight. Like White Knight kind of took over his career for a little bit
oh yeah,
there.
it's still taking over his career. He's still working on White Knight stuff,
Hmm.
but I'm not complaining because White Knight is good.
Yeah, and I just got to read the rest of it at some point.
Hey, hey, are you ready for the hot new character of the 1990s?
Oh man, I'm ready to be totally radicalized and tubified.
It's time to ride some waves, baby! You can buy Wave Rider!
Todd is making a Wave Rider action figure. This is going to be a Target exclusive gold label re-release.
Jesus
It's
fuck!
clearly massive reuse of somebody. I don't know who, but I recognize this body from something. This might be one of his Green Lantern bodies or something. Uh, but damn.
Like, genuinely, it's so weird because it takes for Marvel forever to get to some weird fucking scrim blows. And Todd has not shown any desire to make scrim blows. And then this guy shows up. It's like, what the-
This guy shows up, and Todd's like, "Hey, here's Wave Rider. Also, I still haven't made a classic Wonder Woman."
Jesus fuck.
Uh, uh, is it just me, or does the face sculpt look a little like Dwayne Johnson?
I can see it. To me, I thought, oh, are they reusing Captain Atom?
Yeah, yeah, Captain Atom or Firestorm. I could see some of these flame parts being reused from those guys.
But it's just fucking Wave Rider?
Wave Rider.
Okay, Todd. What next? Ambush Bug?
No, Midnighter.
Oh yeah, Midnighter is next. Get your gay Batman figure.
Yep. This is also clearly a lot of Batman reuse here. Like, I think this is that
Oh
one.
no,
Is this
duh.
Last Night on Earth Batman with just a new head sculpt? I
It's
think it
pretty
might be.
close.
But yeah, gold label, Target exclusive. Hopefully Apollo's coming soon. You can't have the boyfriends being separated for too
They're
long,
husbands now,
Todd.
aren't they?
Are they husbands?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, they totally are. They were calling each other husband in the War World saga.
Hmm. Yeah, but get your gay Batman. I'm not saying that derogatorily. He is a gay man based off of Batman.
Yeah. The concept for the characters was literally, what if Superman and Batman were gay? It was that kind of parody.
Yeah. But Midnighter has his fans and he's cool.
Yeah, he's had a couple miniseries here and there.
Yeah. What was his power? It's like he can always win or something.
I didn't even know he has a power. I've never like read a full on Midnighter story, so I just assumed he was literally Batman without the bat motif.
Mm.
I mean, he's holding a bat in that picture. I assume that toy comes with that bat.
It could be a Billy Club, or if we want to be specific, a William Club.
Mm.
You ready to talk about some comics, buddy?
I am always ready to talk about some comics with you, and oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about this week.
Hey, guess what? It's time for family trauma. It's Red Goblin #9.
Oh boy, what happened in that one, Boingo?
Literally, the symbiote that Normie has is just going like, fuck anything that hurt Normie, and is like unburying Harry Osborn.
Okay.
And Norman shows up and goes like, don't fucking desecrate my son's grave. I have desecrated him enough as it is. He doesn't need this.
Norman's like, I am taking the high ground for once.
So they fight a little bit, and that kind of thing. Normie gets away with the suit, and it's like, God damn it, how are we gonna get Normie out of the symbiote? As Dylan gets like a little symbiote ping and goes like, what? Shit, you were right. That was a bad idea. I need to go save my friend. Fuck. So yeah, next issue, Dylan's coming in to help his buddy.
Nice.
But it is so full of just family trauma, dealing with it, and just like, shit's fucked, bro.
Very nice.
Also, Norman has a fucking thick scene. He's dangling one of the Goblin Nation people who has a little bit of Goblin formula over a thing, and he goes like, you have a little bit of the Goblin formula, so your muscles and your bones are like denser, so you wouldn't die if I dropped you from here. And he goes like, oh, thank God. And he goes like, yeah, but here's the thing, your bones will break, and your healing factor is fast enough that they'll start mending before the paramedics get you. And here's the thing, your metabolism is so high, any painkillers will just pass right through you and won't do anything to you, and they're going to have to re-break the bones to set them so they heal right. And you will be in agony the entire time. And the guy just breaks and goes like, I'll tell you anything you want, man.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like Norman as a hero right now. It is... I will shit on Wells' Spider-Man as much as anybody else. But solidly enough, that's an okay idea. I like Norman trying to be redempted right now.
Speaking of the main book, you know what else I saw on Tumblr today?
Are the leaked pages? Not leaked, the solicitation pages?
I didn't see that, but I saw somebody just go like, you don't realize it till you think about it, but MJ and Paul are weirdly similar. Like, just the basic story structure of their relationship is weirdly similar to Avengers 200.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make Paul Kang. Because the dude was a son of Immortus, who is Kang.
Yep.
Alright. Hey, you ready for me to continue all my bullshit? Darkwing Duck #9.
Hey, look at that Daredevil parody there.
Yeah. I had to use this one because it's a parody. It's fun.
Yeah.
They're just still on the hunt for the thing, and it's just fun comedy Darkwing Duck shenanigans. It's good. I am enjoying Darkwing Duck as a Darkwing Duck fan, and I am happy that this book is continuing and being successful.
Excellent.
And we both read Marvel Gods by Jonathan Hickman.
So this is definitely Boingo Core, am I right?
Oh, come on. This is probably the most human a Hickman book has been in years.
Yeah, and I like the stuff that feels human. I like the whole tragedy of the guy, his wife leaving him and whatnot for a better job. Um, but
It's not just
that
a
was
better job,
about
it's the
it.
protection of Earth.
I like that scene in the bar, and that's about it.
What about the scene at the end where she kisses him? And he's like, you know what? The world isn't that bad after all.
And I was like, I read that and I was like, I get what Hickman's going for, but I'm just thinking she still dumped your ass. Like that's still over.
Well, here's the thing: if the rules changed tomorrow night and they're allowed to be together, they would. And she's just
Mm.
like, "Yo, this is for the betterment of everybody. I need to do this."
Also, is it just me or is that character's design a little uncanny? It's weird seeing Western comic art depict an Asian woman with bright white hair.
Yeah, but it looks good as a character design.
Hmm. And the guy just kind of looks like what if Constantine or what if Constantine's coat was red?
What if Constantine and Doctor Strange had a baby?
Yeah, here's their gay baby. Their baby.
Well, they've made jokes about it looking like Doctor Strange. There's what's the guy who does all the kitty cartoon Avenger covers? Something Scott.
Scotty Young.
Scotty Young. Scotty Young made a cover of a kid asking him for an autograph, going like, "Hey, Doctor Strange, can I get an autograph? I'm not Doctor Strange. Do you have white streaks in your hair? Yeah. Do you have a mustache and beard? Yeah. Do you do magic? Yeah. Doctor Strange, can I have your autograph?"
Kids don't fucking care. They're gonna go up to Deadpool and say, "Oh, I love Spider-Man."
I genuinely really liked it. It's a neat setup. It's fun. It's
It
magic. It's science.
it's the kind of interesting and world building and lore that I imagine keeps you up at night.
This is okay. Here's the thing. This is the foundation stuff that other creators are going to work off for years and decades that
Yeah,
you will like because it's filtered through someone parsing through the bullshit.
it's this is really mean, but it's filtered through a brain that's not neurodivergent.
Fuck. Yeah, but I do. There's some things that are just fun. Like there's no saying like, "Hey, these guys are brand new. They're coming
Yeah.
out of nowhere." It's like, no, Doctor Strange and everybody knows who these guys are. We just haven't.
They've been here this whole time. They've just been slightly out of frame.
Yeah, which sure that doesn't quite work, but it's fine.
Hmm.
Powers that be, and what's the other one?
Natural order of things.
Natural order of things. It's science and magic, like as different departments. I like the sidekick guy, Dimitri,
He was fine.
just on his phone the whole time.
Does not want to be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading Gods.
I look forward to your weekly report on guards.
On Garge.
Guards.
But this also feels like this issue doesn't feel like the beginning of something new. This feels like, hey, this is the catch-up issue for anybody for the people who haven't been reading Gods, essentially. Like,
Right. That's the other weird thing about it is it doesn't feel like we're introducing a new concept. It feels like we're just kicking off a new run of something.
yeah. And I think for what Hickman's saying of like these guys were always here, that makes sense.
Hmm.
But it feels like the next issue we're gonna get is going to be much more focused on like bringing in something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. We both read X-Force.
Oh, this book. This book was fucking great.
This book was great, except for one scene, which I have a minor complaint about.
Do go on.
Wade would not be that flippant. He would not be an asshole like that.
What moments? I read this like 4 days ago.
He was at the pool, and Domino and Sage were going like, "Hey, Deadpool, we need your help." And Deadpool goes like, "I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm on the Avengers now. Bye." And it's just like,
That's fair, but I also think like that's just purely there as a joke.
yeah, but like, I don't know. I've been really enjoying Deadpool's characterization as of late, and that just feels like it's a major setback.
That's fair. Um, but no, I really enjoyed the main plot of this issue, which is just the Dimitri and the other guy. They get a little too big for their bridges and end up fucking up in a way that kind of frees everybody from Dimitri's influence for a second.
Yep. And not Cyclops. Colossus's brother's on the ground, and Colossus is a good guy, and he's fucking tricking on him.
Mm-hmm. He's
God
like,
damn.
shit. What do I do here? Um, and also just really solid little Doctor Strange cameo.
Yeah. Overall, X Force good.
Yeah.
X Force good. We both read issue 6 of Peacemaker Tries Hard.
Yeah, the series finale. And I'm not gonna lie, it feels a tad rushed, but I still enjoyed it.
I think it won't feel as rushed if we're just reading it all together.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a good trade read.
Um, hey, Sal, we're looking forward to that comic pop episode.
I don't know if he's been reading this.
I don't
I don't know
think
if this is on his radar.
someone has to tell him how good this is.
I'll fucking send the trade to his P.O. box.
Yeah. Um, but basically they fight off the brain in the chemo body. Big scene, and the B man fucking goes like, "Hey, Peacemaker, I recognize how hard you try. You're trying to do good, and I respect that."
He goes out like a badass, saving the day,
Yeah.
and gives Peacemaker a chance to do better. And then we get a big, fun sort of coda for all the other side characters.
Yeah. And it's just genuinely like Peacemaker is trying. He's not being a weirdo. He's not being a dickhead.
Hmm.
He's just happy to have people around.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't really care about that scene is just the version of Harley Quinn they used, but that's true, whatever. Somebody acknowledges that version of Harley Quinn, so I can't hold it against this book. It's just like, yeah, that's the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. That sucks ass.
Yeah. There's also a neat moment where he goes to the guy's bees and says like, "Hey, I'm sorry your guy died."
Hmm.
And like it's really nice and poignant.
But it also makes you go, what's going to happen with those bees now? Who's going to take care of those bees?
Yeah. Uh Also it seems like he's adopted Teen Deathstroke,
Yeah.
which
And
is
Teen Deathstroke is just hanging out in the bedroom masturbating. That's all that character's ever going to do until somebody remembers him in 20 years.
oh, but this isn't in continuity though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Uh Overall, great fun little book.
Yeah. This is what I definitely recommend to people, especially if they've watched the show and are hankering for more.
Oh yeah. Really good, really solid. You read Birds of Prey #2.
Yeah, this book is still doing pretty okay. I don't love this issue as much as I did the first one, but that's because it's more so just kind of taking a minute with each character before we actually head to Themyscira and kind of setting up various plot points and just showcasing what a chaos gremlin Harley Quinn can be for this team. Um, there's a fun little scene with John Constantine, and we get an interesting flashback that actually gives us a reason to be a little bit invested in Black Canary's little sister if you've never heard of that character before. Just kind of humanizing their relationship a little bit. And there's a really cool fight scene where, while acquiring transportation for them, one of the characters gets ambushed by a bunch of just generic mooks and calls in the others for backup. And it's really well drawn and and just flows so well together. It feels like how James Gunn shoots action scenes. I would say is the best approximation I can give. And then there's a fun gag at the end where they're like, okay, that didn't work out. How else can we get to Themyscira? And Harley Quinn's like, I might know a guy. And then they literally sail out to the border of Themyscira, where Themyscira's waters begin and international waters end. And then just fucking King Shark pulls up and he's like, all right, hop on my back.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah. And all the other girls are like, "Oh, you are fucking kidding me." And Harley Quinn's like, "What? He's a good swimmer." So we'll see how that goes next issue. But for right now, solid issue.
Is this Harley like a good classic Harley, or is she like Harley Quinn, the TV show Harley?
I'd say she's a solid, like, meet me in the middle of the various modern ideas of Harley and classic Harley.
Okay. So it's not just roller derby lol Harley. It feels right. You're
Yeah,
saying.
I mean, she is the jokey character. She's wearing that costume, but you also get the idea that she does have more going on underneath.
All
It's
right.
kind of like how Deadpool is written these days.
That's good. We both read Fire and Ice, #2.
Oh boy, did we read this.
Okay. Fire was a lot more manageable this issue.
I was waiting for you to just go less cunty. Cause she does some like really reprehensible shit in this one too,
Yeah.
but it's not as bad as it was in the first one. That being said, I'm kind of done with this book.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give the third issue a try because I'm liking Ice. She's fun. I like all the other side characters. It's just Fire.
Also, your boy was in this issue.
Ambush Bug.
And I'll admit, I popped a little for Gentleman Ghost, but he doesn't even get a line, so.
No. But the idea for what they do at the end is interesting, where they're going to rehabilitate villains as a marketing ploy,
Mm-hmm.
which is
It's
like,
just,
oh, that's an interesting take because a lot of people do charity for influencer points, you know?
yeah.
I think
It's
that's a
it's the most current commentary this book has done. A lot of it's felt pretty dated, but that is like, yeah, okay, I can see you noticing that Mr. Beast exists.
yeah. And I will say this about Fire, I did enjoy her scene with the bartender. That was a cute scene.
I liked it right up until the end where she was kind of like, yeah, I was just using him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give it another issue. You probably not. So
Yeah. I don't know.
I do like how they're portraying Smallville as kind of like this quaint hipster town.
Yeah, that's a take I haven't seen before, and it's not unwelcome, but also it doesn't feel like enough of a focus here. And
Yeah, but like there's people about. It's not just a sleepy farm community. It's like no, there's people going to the bars and there's bookstores and it's like you know.
yeah, Smallville got gentrified after Clark left.
Jesus.
Speaking of hipsters and gentrifying, Jimmy Olsen shows up at the end, and that felt like a real "please don't go, we have this character" moment.
Hipster town. Yeah, I know the horror, but like it's you know.
You're also way more freaking desensitized to the idea because Gilmore Girls is constantly on in your house. Isn't that what that show's about?
Kind
I
of.
think.
I'm not watching Gilmore Girls. Other family members are watching Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
I want to clarify.
One goes like, must beat the allegations.
Uh, well, I'll read issue 3 and then I'll tell you whether it's worth it or not.
Coolio.
We both read Immortal X-Men.
Yeah, this issue was okay.
They run into Grandma Jean as she's
Mhm.
dissociating in the desert.
She's not fucking okay.
Also, those are the direct lines at the end of issue 2 of the Jean Grey miniseries.
So it is set up by that series.
Yes.
Interesting.
Uh,
Also, Shaw has a secret Iron Man armor. Why did I not expect that?
and he's made a deal with Professor Xavier.
Hmm.
Because he's a shitbag and he doesn't give a shit.
Yep.
Yeah, overall, a lot of cool stuff happening.
Also, isn't that Cyclops monkey a Grant Morrison character?
I don't know. Possibly.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, he goes into the Mr. Sinister lab, and on the mirror is just written in blood, "Do not die."
Yeah.
It's like, oh damn, is that a message from Charles to himself? So he doesn't so yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
I don't know.
the five are back together, so they can resurrect people again.
Yeah, and then the fucking original Horsemen show up, right? Or was that last
Uh,
issue?
that's on Araco.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. But Apocalypse shows up here. That's why
Apocalypse
he's on the
shows up.
cover,
Yeah,
and he's just like, "I'm back." But wait, what the fuck happened?
yeah. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of things happening.
I would love it if next time or like in a future issue where whenever Apocalypse actually gets in a room with another former Quiet Council member, he's just like, I left for 2 months. 2 months! And this shit happens. Come on. And they're like, you're not this you're not at the center of everything. Of course I'm at the center of everything. I'm Apocalypse. Come on.
Uh, we both read Batman number 138.
This issue was fucking sick.
Yes, and I
And
like how they definitively go, yes, the reason Batman's being an asshole is because he is having mental health problems right now. He is not an asshole man.
mm-hmm. Everybody is trying desperately to help him, and it's just not working because he's fucking Batman, and you can't stop the oncoming storm.
And I do like how Damian gets woken up to that fact by him being left there. And it's just like, Dad. It's like, hey, he's not abandoning you. He is not in a healthy place right now. It's okay, Damian. We forgive you.
Mm-hmm. Also, does this mean that Batman and Robin series just takes place between literally 2 issues? Because that's fucking hilarious.
We'll see. We'll see.
Um,
Um,
and also, Vandal Savage's backstory gets fleshed out a little bit here. I'm not
yeah.
super familiar with him in comics, so like stuff like his daughter and whatnot are totally new to me. But I like the idea that his immortality power and the Lazarus Pit come from the same source.
Yeah. Also that he's been searching for the rest of the meteorite to like complete himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's something neat and new. Um, Also, who'd have thought that Catwoman's plan wasn't really thought out properly, and it was just Vandal Savage working from the shadows to make himself an
Mm.
elite criminal army.
Yep. Shit's going down. Everybody's getting fucked here.
It's almost as if everyone was right, everyone was wrong, and then everyone's just not in a good place.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like Chip Zdarsky has a writing style or something.
Yeah. Though what happens to Jason is a little fucked.
Little bit. Little bit.
Because basically Batman makes it so whenever he thinks about doing violence and being a hero or anything, he is immobilized by fear.
Yeah. That's not great. I'm sure
No.
Tumblr was very upset about that one.
Yeah. Hey, you can fix it later.
Man, I'm fucking name dropping Tumblr a lot tonight.
Oh, we've been using it a lot more since Twitter's been dying.
Yeah, and I've become reacquainted with the Tumblr style of Batman fandom, which is just, oh, my babies.
Yeah. How are they handling this issue?
I haven't looked into it directly, but I don't
Okay.
think well.
I do like the bringing back the vow. That's fun.
Yeah. That seems to be in vogue recently, is referencing Dick's original vow a lot, because that was in Dark Crisis too.
I mean, that's his origin. That's his bat coming through the window,
Yep.
which is just like a cool thing. I mean, hey, it's a bat coming through the window. It's a bat coming to you. It works both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Zdarsky, I really hope that everything wraps up in a cool way.
Yeah.
You read Godzilla.
Here There Be Monsters, number 4. This issue is really, really good. I think this might be the best issue of this series so far, because it's just kind of like delving into the actual lore of Monster Island and like, yeah, there were people living here once, and maybe we could find like some treasure or stuff in here, but mostly we just need to stay the fuck clear of this giant monster fight that's happening because there's literally a huge bombastic, well choreographed Godzilla versus Ebia fight that goes all throughout this issue, and it's such a joy to
Wait, is
watch.
this a classic monster or is this a new one?
No, Ebirah is a classic Godzilla monster. There's a Godzilla movie that's literally called Ebirah Horror of the Deep. And Ebirah is just a giant fucking lobster that suplexes Godzilla into the ocean at one point in this issue.
Oh my god. A lot of
Yeah.
suplexes this week. We'll get into the
A lot
others.
of suplexes. But it doesn't go so well for Ebirah in the end. Godzilla almost gets the upper hand, and then a giant fucking octopus grabs him and drags him under the water from out of nowhere. So I don't know where that's gonna go. I don't think octopus is an established Godzilla monster, but I could be wrong about
Could
that.
fight a kraken.
Could fight a kraken.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sounds
really
like
enjoying this
sounds
book.
like it's been dope.
Yeah.
Speaking of suplexes,
Oh
Transformers
boy,
number
it's
1 by
time.
Daniel Warren Johnson on art
It's
and
here.
writing duties.
It's finally here, everybody, after months and months of hype.
It's the pilot episode of Transformers the cartoon, but with a Daniel Warren Johnson layer of angst.
Yeah, it kind of just feels like the beginning of most Transformers cartoons. It's obviously bent heavily towards G1, but it's got a lot of D-Dub sensibilities
Mhm.
about it, and some slight connections to Void Rivals in that Jetfire shows up and
Yeah.
is kind of the inciting incident for everything in this continuity, because everybody was all asleep and destroyed from the crash, and then Jetfire goes, "Oh shit, my friends! I must wake them up! What? There was a war? Why are you shooting? Oh god! Oh shit! Oh fuck!"
No, Starscream, you were always kind of the black sheep of the friend group. I'm sorry.
Yep. But no, it's really really solid. I liked this a fair bit. I'm interested to see what's going on with this version of Sparkplug, because he seems like he's had some rough couple of years or something like that.
Yeah.
We never see Spike's mom in the original cartoon, and I wonder if D-Dub saw that and went, "Oh, I can make a story out of that."
Like I said, it's a very Daniel Warren Johnson style storyline of just like big magical thing, but the real problem is the trauma you're suffering.
hmm I also just think it's interesting, like how plain he made a lot of the human characters look. Nobody really resembles their '80s counterpart, especially Carly. She is about as far as she gets as you can get from the '80s Carly design. But that's not a bad thing. It works for the art style D-Dubs has. Um, and another little detail I really enjoy about his art, I love that transformations are never like cool or badass in this comic. It always looks like the robots are kind of having a fit. Like there's one Optimus transformation that literally looks like how you transform the toy, where like his head is jutting back and his arms are splaying out, and it's like, Optimus, you okay? You having a seizure? I dig that take on transformations.
Yeah, because it's just like it's just like how we this person would spastically run or something. It's just a thing they do.
hmm Uh, but no, this is pretty good.
I
Feels like it.
love Optimus Prime's immediate. Oh my god, tiny squishy things. Fuck, there's danger. I'm protecting you.
Yep, that is a good that is Optimus Prime's characterization. So that's how you do that.
Yep.
Uh, I uh, I dug this first issue a fair bit. I'm not like 100% in love with it, but there's some really good ideas here, and I think for the most part it looks great. So
It is a good. I have a feeling it's going to be an amazing setup for Transformers as a general comic line for Skybound.
yeah,
It's going to be interesting. We both read X-Men 27.
this was a fucking hard read, dude.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I mean, our boys are alive, but oh man, they might be better off dead.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've
I love the talk between Kate and Juggernaut.
yeah, where it's like, oh shit, Juggernaut's alive. Oh shit. It's not gonna go well for him, is it?
And
He's not having a good
I
time.
love Kate just going like, "Don't worry, we'll get you." Like, he is a human, but Marco's a mutant now. He's
Mm-hmm.
just no, you're part of us. Fuck you.
You're one of us. You're an honorary mutie.
Similar to Deadpool.
Yeah. Um, and then like I love the whole sequence at the fucking Fantastic Farm where Rasputin is just like walking through everybody going like, "Nope, we need your help, Mr. Fantastic. You're going to help us. We're going to fix this thing." And he's just nonchalantly just being like, "Huh, this is weird. Where'd you guys get this one?"
I also love how he's not mad at them. It's just he's just mad at Professor Charles. That's it.
Yeah, no. No, Ben is pissed at them for coming and attacking. Johnny's kind of like, what the fuck is going on? But Reed and Sue are just like, nah, shit's weird. Everything about our lives is weird right now. Whatever.
Uh, uh I'm trying
So,
to.
Eyebrows, there was a whole thing in X-Men comics recently where after they made their cool orgy island, Wade wasn't allowed there for a while because technically he's not a mutant, he's a mutate. His powers were forced on him later in life, but he kind of threw a huge fit about it, and they were like, you're our friend, you can come, it's cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
he threw a huge fit, and they still kicked him off the island. And then he slowly, like, actually behaved like a friend, and they were like, "Now you can come on. You acted like a normal person, Wade."
you gave us honey instead of vinegar. That's how this works.
Yep. Yeah. But I do love how fucking Miss Marvel made Reed remember the memories that got wiped.
Yeah.
That's adorable. And the moment he goes, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, of course. How could I ever forget that? Terrigen mist. You microdose it and you hide the X gene.
Yeah. Which is fun. It kind of builds into a lot of stuff they were doing around that time, so it makes sense. Um, and also it leads to a fun moment of something I'm surprised we haven't gotten in comics before, but just Reed and Kamala doing a hey, we could make our hands big. Let's do a big high five.
Yeah. Well, normally you only get like one stretchy person in a comics universe, and if you have two, they hate each other.
Hmm.
What's up,
Do
elongated man and plastic man?
I didn't know those two hate each other. What the fuck's up with
I'm not
that?
saying they hate each other. I'm just saying they don't get along because elongated man's like a detective, suave kind of guy, and plastic man is plastic man.
Yeah. Oh man. But good ass issue. The
Good
main
ass
X book
issue.
is it has been great for a long time now.
Yeah, it was fun to see the Fantastic Four in a different light.
Yeah.
Plastic Man get Plastic Man is one of the best characters in DC Comics, and it's a shame that he doesn't have an ongoing all of the time.
He could be their Deadpool, but no, they had to make their Deadpool Harley Quinn.
We both Fantastic Four.
This fucking issue, holy shit.
Oh my god, this was so much fun.
This this was fun, but it also like it is so classic Fantastic Four. It literally feels like a month where Stan just went, duh, I don't know, how about this?
They get
Uh,
transported to a world where everyone is dinosaurs.
hmm And there's no consistency either, too. I love it. It's like carnivores are hanging out with herbivores. You got the FF. We see they go to the dinosaur FF got transported to 616, and they're all various different species that doesn't line up with the fact that some of them are related. And then we meet the dinosaur FF children from this dimension, and they're all completely random species. It's just nope, this is pure goofy comic nonsense.
It's dinosaurs through the Jim Henson sitcom lens.
Yeah. Um Also, one thing I picked up through a lot of this issue, they mentioned several times it's been almost a year since the kids went missing. I didn't realize this book was moving in real time, but I guess we're getting the kids back pretty soon.
Oh, we're probably going to get an arc about that because they keep going. Everything's going to work out fine.
Yeah. Uh, but no, this is solid fun, a little like just let's see these characters we haven't been able to have interact for a while in a wacky kind of way. Also, T-Rex Doom.
T-Rex Doom, but can we real quick talk about Brontosaurus Pathos Iron Man?
Yeah. Oh man, where's my Marvel Legends HasLab of that?
Because like Iron Man's a Brontosaurus and he's going through his origin with the Fantastic Four, and they go like, yeah, that's just like our Tony. But like Brontosaurus just goes like, yeah, but I keep working on the suit because, well, look at me. It's so nice to fly. And it's just like, oh, sentient Tony Stark Brontosaurus, I feel for you.
Mm-hmm. Uh yeah, this issue's really good. The only like small quibble I have about it is just like I don't like the way this artist draws Ben. How his head is just kind of like a blob floating above the rest of his body. That's a little weird,
A
but
lot of people have been making that complaint, and I argue it's fucking cute. It's adorable. It looks cute.
I get that it's probably supposed to be cute, but just the fact that the man does not have a neck fucks with my OCD.
It's
Other
there.
than that, it looks great.
Yeah.
I like the dinosaur FF kids. They're really cute. I buy plushes of them.
Yeah. Uh, the Thing, the guy who's made of rocks.
Yes. There because he's not on this cover and it's a different artist on this cover. Let me see if I can find a good shot. So, um, God, focus camera.
It's not about focus. It's the fact that you're trying. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
like
that's one of the better drawings of him in the book.
yeah, but you can see how it's like a wholly separate circle from his head, and there's even like a shadow being cast down there.
Yeah.
That just looks weird to me. But
I don't mind it.
yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's a minor quibble.
But this was fun. This was also the reason they have to get back to their regular universe is because their universes are so alike, despite the dinosaurs, that they're so close together that things are gonna break if they stay there too long.
Yeah.
Got a neck but no throat.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
But but Dino Doom shows up and he just starts attacking Reed.
hmm You think we're gonna have Dino Doom and actual Doom team up next issue?
I mean, the next issue's cover is real Doom riding Dino Doom.
Oh my god.
Let me double check. Yep. Doctor Strange, issue 8.
Hey, this book has been pretty friggin' solid lately, and this one is no exception. I love how we're now at a point where people are so used to Doctor Strange as a concept in modern comics, all the people who came through MCU are adjusted to him now, that there's just a couple moments in this where the artist is just like, all right, here's some weird shit to explain weird cosmic concepts.
Yeah. But we get Clea fucking with General Strange.
Mm-hmm. Basically just buying time for Steven.
Well, she's also trying to murder him.
Yeah.
Like, my husband is too good of a man, and that's why I love him. But you need to die, so fuck you.
Mm-hmm. And Steven's just going like, oh fuck, she's no match for him. And the Vishanti really fucked us here. I gotta figure a way out of this.
Vishanti, are you gonna do anything to solve this situation? Yeah, no, we can't.
The Vishanti are just magical versions of the Guardians of the Universe from Green Lantern. They
Yeah.
will fuck things up royally and then not fix it. Because the Lanterns will for them.
So the Doctor Strange goes to the evil Vishanti that they were fighting for that millennia-long war and go like, hey, you don't want this guy starting a new war. You like the fucking peace we have right now. Give me a little bit of extra power so we can beat him and put him back in the jar, and we're good. So he does, and now he has evil powers.
Yeah, he's got glowy eyes.
So it's evil good Strange versus good evil Strange.
Oh man,
That's fun.
what a wacky concept! I love it.
Yeah. Doctor Strange, good everybody.
Yeah.
Black Panther number 5.
How's that going?
He stops the gang war by just being a scary motherfucker, going like, "Stop it!" So they do. And now there's a ghosty god problem that he's got to solve.
He's like that. What's that one Facebook meme of the little black kid going, "No, no, stop it, stop it."
Yeah, but now there's a ghost god problem he has to deal with. That started at the second half of this issue.
Oh,
I'm not in love with this Black Panther run. I may drop it.
Oh.
I like the costume.
I
like
dropped
the
it after
concept.
the first issue.
Yeah, I like the concept. I like the character. It's just the story they're telling is so fucking. It's so wordy. Like they just don't. It's not letting anything breathe. You know. And they keep wanting to throw in proper nouns, and it's just like, oh, I know you're trying to build up Wakanda, but you could do it a lot easier than this.
I can see that.
And we both read Shazam.
Man, I love that Mark Waid is at a point in his career now where he can just pull full on Grant Morrison level. Remember this? You remember this?
Yeah.
I read this shit when I was a kid. Look at this thing. Look at this weird concept. Here's the King of the Moon. Here's the fucking Insect Queen. You remember these characters, kids? Nope, I'm gonna make you fucking like them.
Oh, I love these characters so far. They're fun.
Yeah, this is a fun issue.
But we also get more of an explanation of what the gods are doing to Shazam. I mean, the Captain.
Yeah, they're just autopiloting in the weirdest fucking way. I love it's like perfect fucking characterization for Zeus to be like, "Oh, you fucking idiots, you're fucking everything up. Let me take care." Oh, a hot chick? Oh, we getting laid tonight, boys.
Yep. And Billy's just like, "I am a child."
Billy's like, "I haven't even hit puberty yet, okay?"
No, he's like 16 in this, isn't he?
Is he?
I know he's not. I know he's not 10. I know he's older than 10. Because isn't Mary Marvel like a full-on adult, and he's only a few years younger than her?
Yeah. Okay. I must have spaced on that.
And I mean, Freddy's like 14.
Yeah. So Billy's got to be like 15, 16. But no, it's a solid, fun issue of just like all kinds of comedies of miscommunications going on.
Also, Solomon's going like, "All right, these fuckheads have fucked everything up so much. Kids, fucking help." Yeah.
Oh man, how do you think they're gonna work their way out of this with the gods and everything? Is Billy just gonna have to go to therapy with all the gods? Billy's gonna get diagnosed with DID.
I think what I can see happening is that they just lose their power and it goes to Billy and they're just fuckheads. Like they don't have any power anymore.
They're just a bunch of frat bros who also live in the house now.
And Zeus just comes, put his hands around the captain, and goes like, "Now listen, here's the thing. You're gonna not want to wrap it, but you're gonna wrap it. Wrap what? Your ding dong, your dingaling. Look, one too many kids. Like I've had too many kids. Trust me on this."
And Freddy's just like, "How do you even know about those? Those were invented like thousands of years after you." He's like, "What do you think I've been doing all this time? I keep up. Zeus is hip."
Zeus would never say that. You're right, but it'd be funny.
No, Zeus would be the one who'd be like, "Oh man, Billy's having a great time. He's really getting into this girl. He seems like he has a really healthy relationship. That's so nice for him, but also fucking truck, bro. Fuck and truck."
So when you tapping her, tapping what? When are you gonna fuck her? I've had one date with her. Yeah? Virgin. fuck Zeus?
Now we just need a whole book, a whole like Black Label book that's like an R-rated comedy of Billy hanging out with Zeus. Zeus somehow gets outside of his body, and they gotta go on a quest to get him back in there. And it's just like, oh fuck, this guy.
Yeah, and I turned into a bird for like 9 times. Yeah. Listen, you have never had sex, so you've had sex with a goose dick. You fucked a goose dick? No, I had the goose dick. I was a goose. Why were you a goose? Did you fuck a goose lady? No, I fucked a regular lady as a goose. Why?
And just all the other kids are in the background being traumatized the whole time. Man, we have such good ideas for Shazam free. James Gunn, call us.
Well, hey, real quick question thought. Mark Waid is bringing back Insect Queen and Emperor of the Moon. Do you think other people are going to start trying to use them too? Because the new designs are really cool.
That could be fun. That could be fun. Also, don't worry about interrupting. Questions are always welcome, eyebrows. But also, if you want to know our thoughts on that, stay tuned for this weekend's episode of Modular Components, the one that's dropping this Friday. It kind of just turned into 2 hours of me and another guy talking about Doctor Who.
Yep, but that's all the books we read this week, everybody.
Yeah.
Good. Goddamn.
Big ass week for comics.
I got some hiccups.
You sure do. You wanna hicka them ups to your plugins?
Well, I mean, you plug stuff first.
Oh, do I? Is that my job? Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm the Vacuuminator. I make YouTube videos. There are things I'm occasionally proud of. I got a new video out this week. It's finally, I detailed all my reasons for disliking Kamen Rider Ghost. So if you want to see that, you can go find it on YouTube at The Vacuuminator. I'm also on social media. I have a Blue Sky. It's thevacuuminator.bsky.social. I have a Tumblr. It's thevacuuminator.tumblr.com. And I have an Instagram. It's at _vacuuminator. Follow me there for all kinds of figure photography and shenanigans.
Yeah. Oh, the Magic crossover. Yeah, Doctor Who is working with Magic. The Gathering.
Oh, I hadn't heard anything about that. I'll have to look into that. They're
cool,
doing, I guess.
They're doing Doctor Who Magic cards. I'm done with working. This is Aki.
Catch us on the replay, Aki.
Catch us on the replay. We're so sorry, Aki. We'll real quick, we'll do some normal shenanigans for you because you're here live. Hey, Vac.
Hey.
Dumb joke.
Joke back. Goofy, banter poop fart.
I insult your hairline.
I insult your everything. Look, I got a new action figure. I've been posing it all through the podcast. Oh, aren't I funny? I sure love blonde women. Lol.
Yeah, that's no price. That's no price in a nutshell. Back loves blonde women. I love goth women.
That's it. That's the whole show.
That's the show.
It's two men who will never be in a serious relationship talking about their fetishes.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Hi, I'm Boingo. I do a variety of things on the internet. Twitch, YouTube, search for Boingo Writer. I'm on Blue Sky at Boingo_Writer. I'm on Twitter at Boingo_Writer. I'm on Mastodon at Boingo Writer at vt.social. Just find me in the variety of places. I do a variety of things on the internet, including a new project that Vac knows about that I showed him right before the podcast started. That's in the works. So hopefully that'll come out relatively soon.
Yeah.
Vac thought it was good.
I liked it.
I am on Mastodon. I don't remember if the link is in the description, but it's Boingo Writer at vt.social. I'm on the.
How's it feel being the Megazord's arms?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was the chest.
No, the chest is the Pterodon.
Oh, you're making a metal album joke. I see. Mastodon's a metal band.
I knew that.
Yeah. This has been No Prize. We talk about comics here. Also unionization news because of lately. We're probably going to keep that up.
We talk about that at least until we're allowed to talk about the live action productions we usually talk about.
Yeah. Didn't think you said Mastodon and wanted to confirm. Yeah. Yeah, Mastodon, the decentralized social network. Don't use it nearly as much as Blue Sky because a lot of people are that I already know are on Blue Sky right now. So this is
Mm.
uh but this is no prize. We talk about comics. If you liked us, please like the video. If you want to see more of this, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Tell us what you thought of this episode and our funny faces.
Yeah,
We also
we're
have
so silly.
we also have other podcasts that you can enjoy and take part of, such as Components, a fuck around and find out podcast where we just hang out, chat, shoot the shit. We also have Analytical Fanboys, where one member of the group will pick a piece of media and make the other members engage with it in whichever way you need to engage with it. This month's episode is going to be about the Monument Mythos by Mr. Manticore. The web series. So you can search for that on YouTube and watch along. And here are our thoughts on it at the end of the month.
We need a goth blonde woman for the both of you. Isn't that just that one character in Death Note?
Yeah, she's a little yandere for me.
Hmm. I've also not read that far in Death Note, so I don't fucking know. I've just seen images of her and it's like, that's somebody's fetish. It's not exactly mine, but that's
What is her
somebody's
name?
fetish.
Chise? I think her name's Chise.
Hmm.
Either way, but we also have go.
Support Modular Media, everybody.
We also have other podcasts such as Twit, This Week in Toku, where Vac and Buster talk about Toku. Misa, thank you. We also have Saturday morning panels. You want to tell the people about Saturday morning panels?
Because her name is Misa, I'm just now always going to assume she talks in Jar Jar Binks' voice.
Misa wants to suck your dick. Misa will sacrifice half my life for you.
Misa be talking about the old G.I. Joe and Transformer Marvel comics with me buddy Snowcone. That's Saturday morning panels. We do that. We also talk about new toys we picked up. We also talk about new news that's not affected by the strikes. So it's probably a good time. You probably like it. You probably want to check it out. If you like G.I. Joe Transformers.
Yeah. But again, like, comment, subscribe, help us out in the channel. Go follow us on a variety of places. Until next time, Vac, do you have anything else you would like to say?
Misa, the perfect woman.
Enough said.